Hey Seeker, welcome to the Awakening Her podcast. I am so grateful that you've been led here, and I'm excited for you that you're answering the call to manifest more magic in your life by mastering the law of attraction. So cool. My name is Talia, and I'm committed to cutting the fluff and showing you exactly how to manifest more excitement, ease, success, abundance, confidence, love, and anything else you've been craving. So if you're ready to crack the code on manifestation, amplify your intuition, and play in the quantum, we are now besties. Let's do this. Hello and welcome back to the Awakening Her podcast. How are you doing, my friend? How are you, homie? Talia here, your manifestation bestie, channel, intuitive, seer of the universe and whatnot, obsessor of all things manifestation, and overall guide to help you live your best life, the one that is filled with goosebumps, the one that is filled with freedom, the one that your soul is calling you toward. So let's dive in today. We are talking about quantum manifestation. Did you listen to Manifestation Vortex, either day 1 or 2? I am floating, no pun intended, because of Vortex. I am floating in this energy of unlimited possibilities. My life has shifted recently, vibrationally, and then physically. I have gone through a massive up level myself, things clicking into place left, right, and center. A new elevated level has been had, has been claimed. And every time I do this, I passionately share with all of you what I did and what I'm present to right now and my own growth journey, because we are on this journey together. So I want to talk about quantum leaping today, and we're talking about quantum leaping your life. It's an appropriate time. This episode, I believe, is dropping on Christmas Day, and between Christmas and New Year's and all the hubbub and the hullabaloo about the new year, we are thirsty to shift and change our life. So I just, as a side note, I think is really interesting is Spirit shares with me how, if we say, I'll do this Monday, if I'm going to do this next week, I'm going to do this tomorrow, I know that if we keep putting it off, it never happens. The day you say, I'm going to do it today is the day that you make change. So the whole thing about new year, new me, and all this stuff is kind of surface level, kind of fluffy in some ways, because we all think that we're going to be totally different January 1st. But for people like us that are sensitive to the energies and that are seekers and growth mindset, the end of a year is like the end of a chapter. It's the end of a book. It's like the end of a month or the end of a season or the end of your 30s or 40s or whatever. There is a beautiful closing time. So I don't necessarily get swept up into on January 1st, everything's going to be different. But I do allow this time to move me forward and activate me, because I get all in the okay, what are we going to do in 2024, and get really excited. So if that's you, then awesome. If you're impartial about the whole thing, it's all good. You can quantum leap any day. It doesn't matter about January 1st. But this is what we're talking about today, is quantum leaping. So at the beginning of Manifestation Vortex on day 1, I said that in that event, I was throwing out all of the filters, and I feel this, maybe it's just my new level, but I feel this I feel this want to speak more high level, to speak more powerfully to you, because although, this is the journey of the intuitive in me, the seeker in me, mixed with the empath and the feeler and the compassionate. I am so compassionate to suffering. In fact, I have been in suffering my entire life. I've either played the victim or literally been the victim or felt like I was behind. I shared a lot in Manifestation Vortex about some of my times of addiction and really just hating myself, panic attacks, not being able to get dressed without panic attacks, hating my body, harming my body, lots of things. And So I'm really compassionate. And sometimes as I speak, just like for you to get to know me more, sometimes when I speak, I hear the devil's advocate, or I hear someone going like, like that's why I don't just say like, go out and fucking change your life tomorrow. Because the truth is, if you go out and fucking change your life tomorrow, you're going to fucking change your life tomorrow. But when we are hurting, hearing someone say, just go do it, when you feel disempowered, can sting, can hurt, and can actually not be of highest service. So in this episode, I am going to talk a bit more high level, a bit more like you're moving through the muck, you're ready to quantum leap. Let's do this the way I was in Manifestation Vortex, because I know my community, you have been on this massive growth journey. You've either been on it with me for all these years in business, or maybe you're new to the community, but you are ready to quantum leap. This journey is about gathering tools and then going for it. And then gathering tools and then going for it. You're never quote unquote there, and you're never quote unquote healed. Moving forward, moving yourself forward starts to create confidence, starts to create momentum. So my disclaimer at the beginning of the episode is I am incredibly sensitive and empathetic of struggle. If I say things that you're like, I can't do that, or yeah, that's easy for you to say, this is energy to reach toward that is the ticket to truly manifesting and quantum leaping and moving forward quickly. So that's my little disclaimer is we're going to talk high level. We're going to talk to your highest self. We're going to pull that energy out of you, and just know the entire time I have immense empathy for suffering and for the limits that we have in our mind and in our life and how we've been treated and how we feel. Like it's very real, and we can transcend it. We are transcending it. We can rise above it. And that's where I'm talking to, is it's not bypassing healing. It's not underestimating what you've been through. It's talking to the light side of you. It's talking to the deliberate creator that knows that you can change a lot in a short amount of time, that you are ready for more freedom in your life, for more health in your life, for more joy in your life, for more abundance in your life, for more community. You are ready. That's the part of you that I'm speaking to with all of this quantum leap stuff. So this whole podcast was actually created because of quantum manifestation. You probably know, you may not, but my signature Her work, this is why this is called the Awakening Her podcast. So Her is that version of you. Of course, use the pronouns or the identification that feels right for you, but Her is that version of you that has already manifested what you desire. That was what created this whole podcast. And so even though we do need the healing to move forward sometimes, or we do need to understand ourselves deeper to kind of get unhooked, it all leads back to the truth of no matter what has happened to you, no matter what anyone has said about what you can and can't do, who you are or who you are not, they have nothing to do with your potential, your magic, what you are here to create. No matter what you've been through, you are capable, strong, resilient, and able to create your dream life just as much as I am or anyone else. So we have compassion for what you've been led and told to believe about yourself, but we also get to a point where we know it's bullshit, meaning it's not true. Nobody can put limits on you but you. The time has come to rise. No matter what they have said, we can rise above, and you have. You're beautiful. It's the phoenix. It's the rising. It's the everything. The transformation, you're meant for it. So with quantum leaping, what I want to say first of all is that the act of quantum leaping, I'm just going to break it down really simple. This is where, because the law of attraction is always bouncing off of us, so this may be new to you, probably not, but the law of attraction is always bringing us more of who we are being, what we are putting out, not just what we want, not just even what we say, it's the whole package. It's who we are being. The law of attraction is always bringing more. So if you're generally optimistic, but every once in a while you freak out and doubt everything, it's fine. And you're going to get generally good results. And then every once in a while, shit's going to hit the fan and you're going to get something dramatic dynamic that comes into your life, a big upset, and you move through it. It's like exactly what is going on inside gets manifested into our physical experience. This is not our fault. This is not a bad thing, actually, because we came here to grow as a soul. That's a different episode. So we are always attracting what we are putting out. Where quantum leaping comes in is where when we change what we are putting out, when we change who we are being, we are instantly attracting something different. So if you came to an in-person live event that I am hosting and we have a gorgeous, 3 or 4 days or a weekend together, and you've had meditations and you've had breakthroughs and sisterhood and community, and your heart's been open, and you leave that space and your heart is open and you're just like floating home on the plane or whatever and just feeling good. All of those minutes spent feeling good, you are attracting more high level things. You are attracting more things to feel good about. So every minute spent in expansion attracts to you, not even just a minute, because there's also momentum in life. So it attracts to you like 2 minutes, but I can't give you an exact, like it's doubled. It's not that exact formula because momentum also picks up speed as you focus. So anyway, physics. I may not have done very well in high school physics, but now I'm suddenly very interested in my life. So what we are putting out is instantly attract back to us. When we shift who we are being, if we have an expansive experience, all those minutes spent in expansiveness attract more abundance, opportunity, good things, clarity, healing, well-being, confidence, all the things that we want. So when we are feeling generally good and excited, we are not just attracting good and excited. We are attracting everything that lines up with that. So we are attracting things that make us feel good and excited, which is money, opportunity, promotions, trips, people, healing, clarity, all these things that you want. So when we feel good, when we align with joy or excitement, we are simultaneously pulling toward us all of these things that we have said that we want. And everything that we have said that we want lives in our vortex. And when we choose to feel good, we align frequencies and start pulling things out of our vortex into our physical experience. When you change who you be, you change what you attract. So the more you change who you are being on an energetic level, and I'm going to get to this in a second, you instantly start attracting new things. It's instant. It's every moment of every day. It's just happening. The law of attraction is not bias. It's not judgy. Unfortunately, it doesn't work better or worse if you're a good person or not. It's purely what you are putting out. That's why some narcissists or not so good people can manifest bajillions of dollars and, create all this stuff because, especially a narcissist, like they know they deserve that money and they will do anything that they can do to get it, right? And so that focus, unfortunately, has them manifest. But you and I, we choose to do things from a place of not harming others along the way, and in fact, expanding all of humanity as we go. So let's do it from a better feeling place, which is elevating your vibe and feeling new feelings, thinking new things. So this is where we're going to break it down even further. So in order to quantum leap, you have to take, so I was just talking about the her or the you that is experiencing already the dream life, the you that has manifested the money, the you that has the clarity or has healed or is making $10,000 months or $50,000 months. Pick a version of you. And in order to quantum leap into that version of you, you have to start to align your thoughts, beliefs, energy, and actions, which energy is really thoughts and beliefs fall into energy, but I want to bring attention to it. Your thoughts, beliefs, energy, and actions have to become aligned with that version of you. So it really it becomes almost about role playing or moving into a higher frequency, moving into a different, as they say, timeline or version of us that is slightly more ahead, more expansive, more in belief, more optimistic, more in unlimited possibilities, right? So what I want to ask you, this episode isn't going to be too long, but I want you to really understand quantum leaping and how to quantum leap in your life. By the way, I've got a program. It's not even all up on sales pages yet, but I've got a program called, I'm pretty sure it's called Quantum Leap Your Life. And it's starting the third week of January, where we are going to go deep. It's a short but potent program where we are going to go deep into the embodiment, the quantum mechanics, the physiology or the physical practices of quantum leaping. It is going to be a portal of transformation. I recommend you join. I think there is going to be a link below where you can register for that or sign up or take a look at it, because you are ready to move forward fast. Why would we do this slow when you're ready to do it fast? So definitely check the show notes below. But what we need to do is get our thoughts, belief, energy, and action in line with that version of us who already has it. So go to that version of you that already has it, that's walking around, waltzing around in your dream life. What are they thinking? What are they feeling? What do they believe about life, about themselves, about their ability to create beautiful things, about their ability to manifest money, or their ability to receive wealth, to receive love? What do they think is possible? What are their actions? What kind of things do they do in their day to support them, to keep them high vibe, to keep their body healthy, their mind? Do they get mentorship? How are they learning? How are they expanding? How are they growing? Is it reading and taking in material? Is it courses and retreats and deep dive experiences? You want to start to get to know that version of you intimately and bring part of their energy into your everyday life. Bring as much as you can of their thoughts, their beliefs, their energy, their actions into your everyday life. And that causes a quantum leap. And it may sound hard, but what if we could just erase that and go, it's not hard, it's actually just totally doable. What would it take? What does that look like for you? To adapt, to adopt the thoughts, beliefs, energy, and actions of that version of you. Start writing it out. What do they think? What do they feel? What do they believe? These questions I'm asking. What actions do they take? And then the physical practice I want to offer, in addition, because Manifestation Vortex had so many practices, but one that I want to offer is physical embodiment. And we're going to go deep into this in this program in January, where we physically start to embody. Like, close your eyes and imagine you are that version of you. How are you standing? You know, if you're a visual person, see the scene around you, get a sense, look down at what you're wearing or at your feet, or, you know, be the observer to see yourself, your body language, your energy, feel that excitement, feel that expansiveness in your chest. Bring that feeling into the now, into this physical moment. And that is the beginning of you quantum leaping. Because up until then, most people, including myself, including most of us, were operating in what we're not. We're operating in, I wish I had more money, or I'm broke, or I'm not as healthy as I should be, or I self-sabotage, I'm not strong, I'm not weak, I don't know how. And when we stay in that, we stay comfortable in dissatisfaction. And it feels like it takes a lot, but that's just the ego trying to stop you from doing it. You're emoting, you're thinking, you're believing anyway. So why not have a guiding post? Why not have something to aim at? What would she be thinking? What would they be believing about themselves? How can you start to integrate more of that energy? Role play, breathe in, feel the energy of being that version of you. Dance to one of your favorite songs as that version of you. Drive to the grocery store, be in the grocery store as that version of you. Start to really think about that. And then when you get a big unexpected bill or a payment or a trigger comes up, we acknowledge what we're feeling. Go back to the healing to manifest stuff if you wish in this podcast. We acknowledge how we feel. We don't bypass it. We go, okay, there's a lot of lack coming up right now. I feel that. I send that part of me love. And there's also an expansive quantum part of me that is abundant AF in there. What does she have to say about this bill? And maybe that quantum version of you might say, like, you're going to be fine. You're resourceful. You've got this. Pay the bill. It's all good. There's lots on the way. You've always figured it out. You're totally fine. You're safe. You're secure. It's okay. This isn't going to make or break you. There's an infinite abundance out there, and we start to shift. We start to shift our reactions. We start to shift the way we think and feel. And over a little bit of time, it doesn't have to take long. It's all about your devotion. How devoted are you? How willing are you to swim in the tank? How willing are you to get into the arena of what is possible? And the more willing you are to expand your energy and meet your triggers with a little bit more optimism, a little bit more openness, all the way to the point where you might find that today is the day for you to say, I'm not doing that anymore. I choose expansive energy. I choose to do things differently. Today, I'm going to stretch. I'm going to work out. I'm going to, dance around and feel my expansive energy rather than my lack. Today, I'm going to play in the field of possibilities rather than in what's practical, what's in front of me, what the world says I need to be, or what seems physically real. I choose to play in the quantum. It doesn't mean that we don't pay our bills or we stop showing up to our appointments. It means that we believe in so much more. In a world of unlimited possibilities, why would we keep saying, I can't, there's not enough? We honor. We've had the experience of there not being enough, and that does suck. And it means nothing about the future because now you're learning differently. Now you're upgrading your energy. Now you're raising your vibe. Do anything you can to stay in that better feeling and bring that energy of who you are becoming into the now. So my best advice for quantum leaping in your life, whether it's 2024 or beyond or whenever you listen to this, is to start to do that, to ask, what do they do? And get yourself in the arena or in the room with people that feel the same. It can be very hard when nobody around you is also working on their mindset. It can be very hard when nobody around you in your family, in your friend circle, even, the people around your coworkers, when they're not on this path. And you go out into the quote unquote real world and everyone's complaining about politics and prices and how we're doomed and gloomed. And it can get very overwhelming. It can pull you down quickly. One of the best energy investments you could do is to be around like-minded people, be around the mindset of those who expand you. I would definitely encourage you to join the 31-day challenge, Ready to Manifest, or this quantum leaping program. Continue listening to the podcast and find those people that elevate your mindset and experience it more, and get mentorship or join a circle, even a yoga studio. I walk into a yoga studio, no one even talks to each other. And I'm like, oh, these are my people. Like, I can feel the Zen. I love it. You don't even need to talk to people, but getting in the energy of what you want more of, learning, getting on board, getting inspired, starting to move yourself forward, starting to activate your energy to higher levels right now, because manifestation is happening in the now. The quantum field is here and now, and it's also everywhere and timeless. But anyway, it is available to us now. It's here to play in, it's here to explore. And ultimately, when you change who you be, you instantly change your results. So I hope this has served you, my love. My biggest advice is to get yourself around like-minded people. Do the things that version of you does. Start to feel, start to believe, start to get in there. And if the challenge doesn't feel right, or this quantum leaping program, it's amazing and you're here. So, it is right. But if it doesn't feel right for you right now, there's also On the Path, my other private podcast where we go step by step through the work. We have lots on quantum manifestation, so many exercises, activating her, quantum leaping, manifesting with timelines, as well as my entire system, my entire process for activating who you really truly are, healing those wounds that hold you back, reprogramming the brain, and stepping into what you desire. It's the full package over there On the Path. And I would be excited to see you over there. With that, I hope that you had a chill holiday season, if it is something that you celebrate. And I hope that the solstice was beautiful for you as well. Cheers to our new chapter, to 2024, to the new version of you waiting to be birthed in this moment. I believe in you. Anything is possible. I know you are here for big things, and it's an honor to be on this journey with you. I'll see you in the next episode. Thank you so much for tuning into today's episode. And before we go, I want to ask you a question. Have you grabbed your copy yet of Manifest This Shit? Manifest This Shit is a law of attraction coloring and activity book available on Amazon, and I am so excited about it. It is packed with beautiful, inspiring coloring pages, manifestation practices, tools, places to make notes and lists and write down your intuitive hits. There's so many beautiful pages in there. It's the perfect addition to your daily practice. So whether you use it to pass time instead of being on your phone, or you use it as a creative ritual, this book has pages for everybody. I know you're going to love it. So grab Manifest This Shit on Amazon. The link is below in the show notes. peace seeker. Welcome to the Awakening Her podcast. I am so grateful that you've been led here, and I'm excited for you that you're answering the call to manifest more magic in your life by mastering the law of attraction. So cool. My name is Talia, and I'm committed to cutting the fluff and showing you exactly how to manifest more excitement, ease, success, abundance, confidence, love, and anything else you've been craving. So if you're ready to crack the code on manifestation, amplify your intuition, and play in the quantum, we are now besties. Let's do this.